This summer, with restrictions preventing global travel, I've explored more of Scotland than I ever have before. The Cairngorms have become my go-to for high alpine riding. Their vast landscape and challenging trails is a style I love to ride. Well, I've just mapped out what should be a pretty awesome weekend using Komoot. The plan is to start in Braemar, ride through the Cairngorm mountains into Aviemore, spend the night there, chill out, have a few beers, and then the next day ride back to Braemar via Ben Macdui, the second highest peak in Scotland. The weekend's going to entail 2,000 metres of climbing and descending, over 105 kilometres. All that remains is to pack up, get the bike ready, and get up there. Let's do it! I like to give my bike a thorough check over, lube the chain, check the gears, inspect parts for any wear and ensure all bolts are tightened and torqued accordingly. I'll be out self-supported for 2 days, but I want to keep things light, carrying only essentials: food, tools, necessary spares, additional clothing, a very light change of clothes, toothbrush, and all my GoPro gear. We picked a perfect couple of days to tackle this. I'll be joined by photographer and friend Ross Bell and the Bear, aka Chris Gibbs, a fellow big mountain lover. So that's where we're headed, Mar Lodge direction, and through the pass, through the glen up there. Stunning day for it, beautiful landscapes. I'm stoked for this. My route made the most of high alpine style terrain, and our first day would see us head west from Braemar, passing through Mar Lodge Estate, then making our way north towards the Fords of Avon and down to the beautiful Green McCann before retiring in Aviemore. We've pretty much climbed as much as we can. Now it's a mixture of pushing and riding. I've actually never been up this part before, but on another ride that I did through that V right there, which is in the collection, we traversed down to there. So it's actually really nice sort of understanding where you are in the Cairngorms and seeing what potential loops there are, where you've been. This is new territory. We're headed up to the saddle just up ahead of where we are, up this path right here. I'm gonna jump on, pedal up, and I'll see you there. This is definitely pretty challenging. You're like working constantly to find your flow in this little bit. Oh, he's going for it. Dude, you could have gone for the full stepping stones. I'm just well aware I have to wear these shoes tomorrow. Fords of Avon Refuge. That's it. Last climb of the day right there. And then we're descending into Aviemore for the night. I also like when you look back and you can see where you've come, like down that path, over, back up here. Last little bit. Oh, this is so nice, just flowing down. The sun setting behind me, golden light. Forgotten about all that climbing and all the work that we've done to get here. Just feels so rewarded. The water bar is keeping me on my toes. Dude, that was awesome. I was like half looking at the trail, half looking at the view in front of me. I was like, this is so good.
That was an insane descent. Super fun, just flowy, fast. Hops and drainage bar, pre-hops, little gaps. Now we're headed to Aviemore. Ah, just like that, back to civilization. Not a bad place to end the ride. Well, good morning. We're back where we left off last night on the old logging way, climbing back up to Cairngorm Mountain, planning to go over Ben McDooey down to the Hutchison Hut and then into Braemar. Had a nice chilled evening last night, some schnitzel, a couple of beers, good sleep, rested and ready for today. It's a 52k day, 1200 meters of climbing and descending. That's gonna be a banger. Look at the sun coming through the trees, blue sky, a little bit chilly. In a second, I'm gonna stop, take this jacket off because it's warming up nicely. That's where we're headed. Ah. Oh, legendary. That's what I'm talking about. Cheers, boys.
Who's that, mate?
Harder than I thought it was going to be. So we've left the ski centre, fueled up after coffee, rejoined by Ross Bell just climbing up there behind me. And it doesn't take long before you feel like you're right away from civilization. That up there is where we're headed up to next. And then you can see where we're headed. Ben McDooey, right up there. So pretty much we're at the top of Ben McDooey, highest point of the ride. And now we've got a cracking descent coming up. I've ridden that section of trail already from the top of Ben McDooey. It's quite fun, it's challenging, technical, there's some flow to be found. But this new section is a bit that I spied yesterday. It looks really cool. It follows this river that you can see right there. You can see what the trail looks like. We're heading down through that valley. Where we were yesterday, you can just about make out the trail and no more. I think that this could be one of those descents that is really fun. A few weeks ago when we did Bien Beard, which is just that ridgeline down, I looked over here and I thought it looked awesome. So I'm super excited to actually check it out. Ross is down there shooting a photo and we're gonna add in a highlight so the community of Komoot can actually check it out. And this might even be a full segment of trail. Let's go. And there it is, the Hutchison Bothy. Can't beat mountain water. Simply delicious, already chilled, and very refreshing.
The descent down to the Hutchison Memorial Hut was even better than I could have imagined. I felt we'd unlocked some trail gold. It was technical, challenging, but when you got it all flowing together, oh so rewarding. Now we're headed back towards Braemar. It was fun, fast, and easy to find the flow, a complete contrast to the upper section. Eventually, we hit the same trail we'd climbed yesterday and pedaled back east towards Braemar via Mar Lodge.
Feels like just yesterday that we were here.
One incredible 2 days of riding in the Cairngorms. This was a weekend to remember. If you want to check out the full collection and the highlights, you can do so by hitting the link in the description. Remember, if you do head out onto the mountains, stay safe, don't ride above your abilities, and let someone know where you're going. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that thumb up like button, subscribe to the channel, and any suggestions for a next multi-day trip, leave them down below.